Hey everyone, Darktoylord here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 12-inch Biker Scout, and also included is a 12-inch scale speeder bike. This is by Hasbro. Looking at the packaging first, here you can see the Star Wars logo at the top, plus it shows you artwork from Rogue One, although as you know this figure is not part of Rogue One. Let's spin the box around. Take a look at the back. Here we have a picture of the action figure with the speeder bike. Over here we have Star Wars Return of the Jedi, plus a little write-up about the character. Down here we have some features of the speeder bike. And then over here, other toys that are available. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this opened up, and we'll take a closer look at the toy itself. Okay, real quick before we open up the packaging, I just wanted to point this out because I missed it initially. But I guess with this, you have the ability to download the Hasbro Star Wars Studio FX app, and you can use that to make videos of your toys. They show a thing down here with a toy using a phone or a tablet, and then code inside. So I'm really not really sure what that's all about, but I just wanted to point it out. Alright, so let's move along. The toys come packaged in two separate cardboard trays. As you can see, assembly is required. Alright, let's go ahead and assemble the speeder bike first. Believe it or not, the Biker Scout himself requires a little bit of assembly. His backpack is a separate piece that just needs to be plugged in here in the back. Accessory-wise, he has his little blaster that this character's had throughout the years, so that goes right into his hand right here. So here is the gun in his hand. It is a very tight fit, so it might take a little bit to get it in place. Not sure if the gun is supposed to be this small, but it's only being held by 2 fingers. So besides very awkwardly holding his gun, you can also place his pistol here in its holster on the Biker Scout's lower leg, his calf. Alright, let's go ahead and check articulation real quick. His head, oh, that was a tight snap, but his head goes side to side. Shoulders, 360. The wrists also swivel 360. No waist articulation, but the hips go up and down. And then nothing in the knees. So just the standard articulation that we expect to see with these type of figures. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the Biker Scout onto the speeder bike. So much like the vintage Return of the Jedi action figure, you put the legs up like this, and you sit him on the bike, and you can use this to keep his legs in place. And that's pretty much it. It looks a little silly, so this might be one of those pieces that you have the toy standing next to the vehicle on your shelf as opposed to riding it. Interesting enough, put that aside, plug that back in later. Interesting enough, he does have peg holes on his feet, and the bike has the pegs right here. So you can plug the foot in both sides, but since he does not have any knee articulation, it's just the Biker Scout standing on the speeder bike. So overall thoughts, the Biker Scout honestly has been one of my favorite characters since I was a kid. And they captured the essence of that character perfectly with this toy. The biker itself, or the speed bike, it looks exactly as it should. Captured all the details of that vehicle. I really have no complaints here. My only, well, maybe not a complaint, but it would have been nice to have is some sort of display stand that it could have stood elevated on the shelf if you're displaying it with the character on top. And in regards to the figure, maybe if we could have just had some knee articulation so he could have sat down on the speeder bike and have his feet pegged in, that would be nice. But it is what it is. I still like the figure. I would still recommend picking one up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down below. Please comment, like, subscribe, and as always, we will talk to you next time.